At the center of Uganda's agricultural revolution lies Tunga Nutrition Uganda Limited, a partnership between Nutreco BV and Unga Group PLC.
Nutreco is the global leader in animal nutrition, and Unga is the regional leader in both animal nutrition and human nutrition. So both companies came together to form Tunga Nutrition, and we started the business in March 2022. Our primary objective is the production of land animal feeds and distribution within Uganda and East Africa. Nutreco had always done business, in Uganda for the past couple of years. So Nutreco had, through its key distributor in Uganda, Champrisa, had imported and distributed concentrates, and other animal nutritional solutions or products, within Uganda.
Tunga Nutrition Uganda Limited is committed to transforming livestock farming in Uganda through innovation, sustainability, and local empowerment.
We used to import, we used to have stock runouts, and our customers used to get annoyed. So that's when Tunga came in 2 years back. And since then, they manufacture and we sell.
When we set up Tunga Nutrition, we wanted to maintain consistency. So one of the things that we did was to, first of all, solve the problem of supply, ensure that we have consistent supply, but then also ensure that, we localize the products that we're importing. So an example is our Hendrix pre-starter, which was previously chick care. So initially when we're importing it, we noticed that it was very expensive for farmers. We then explored the possibility of producing it locally, and we saw that we could produce it at a cheaper cost. So that's an example of a product that we localized.
With a state-of-the-art facility installed in Ntinda's industrial area in Kampala, Tunga Nutrition produces a range of high-quality animal feeds, including the favored Hendrix brand.
If you look at innovations, we are actually, I believe, the first animal nutrition business to be operating mobile nutritional equipment. So we have this equipment that we can actually take to the field and analyze feed in real time, analyze feed ingredients in real time, and be able to prescribe solutions there and then.
By focusing on a 3-tier strategy of quality, cost, and scope, Tunga Nutrition guarantees a continuous supply of fresh, affordable products while reducing feed prices by 15%.
We give zero tolerance to non-quality products. For example, if you are acquiring raw materials, we do not tolerate anything that has to do with, substandard products coming in Tunga. We also ensure to, buy from the farmers' cooperatives. So that means that we have well-negotiated prices for our raw materials, and it helps us also to achieve good prices for the finished products while selling back to the farmers.
The main pain point for every farmer that you talk to today is the cost of feed. So if we're able to source our raw materials locally, produce them locally, we would always be able to make sure that we reduce the cost of these products to farmers.
Nutritional quality is first priority before cost. So how cost comes in is to ensure that we are not putting in excesses that are going to just be wasted, because at the end of the day, that cost is going to be passed on to the farmer. So we ensure that we meet the required nutrients for the animals without it having excesses for wastage, and then price it accordingly. So how I come up with a least cost formula is to ensure that we are not putting in things that are not going to be used by the bird, and then the customer pays for them.
Sourcing maize and soy directly from Ugandan farmers, Tunga Nutrition truly embodies its tagline, growing together. This commitment goes beyond words, creating meaningful partnerships that strengthen local agriculture and drive economic growth.
Because of the synergy with Deo chicks that we supply from another partner, we are able to grow more of our feed sales. So our feed sales, especially the feed for the younger birds, we are able to sell more. We've had almost like 25% growth in sales by just having those partnerships. The other thing that it's bringing out is that we're now sharing platforms for training. What that means is that we can have joint seminars, a supplier of chicks setting up a seminar, and we join them and we train the same farmers. After all, they give them chicks, we give them feed, and those two are the most important parts of let's say, of animal feeds business. So through those partnerships, we are seeing growth of our products. We are seeing synergy where we get to do the same things and realize, and I mean, do the same thing and realize, let's say, double of what we should have expected.
We have changed the narrative at Tunga because we want to grow with our farmers. We are not only focused at selling to them, but also rather buying from them whatever they have grown, especially soya and maize. So what we have done is go back deep and find those farmers who have grouped themselves and registered as cooperatives, and they are producing something that we can really buy. An example is maize. Right now we have 3 cooperatives that we have signed with, and they have supplied substantial substantive quantities of maize. For example, the last quarter, I think we bought around 460 metric tons from the farmer cooperatives. By buying from them, we are eliminating a middleman. By eliminating a middleman, it means 100% of this money is going to the farmers, because the farmers are not paying taxes. Cooperatives are not yet paying taxes in Uganda. They are VAT exempt. So that means 100% of this money is still going to them.
They have been key in offering after-sales service to farmers, and when farmers have challenges, I've been making sure that me and my team, we do a lot in making sure those challenges are solved. And this has worked very well because our clients are always happy in terms of disease, in terms of issues of management. We make sure everything is handled on time, and also have been key in terms of farmers' trainings. We conduct a lot of trainings almost every month. We have 2 trainings. We have a poultry school whereby we improve farmers' knowledge in management and treatment and nutrition for chicken. So all that is to the well-being of the farmer. When the farmer is performing, we are also happy, because our role is to see a farmer happy. When the farmer is happy, he's able to pay and is able to come back and buy our feed. So considering that farmers achieve what they have to achieve when they invest in is very important to me, and I've been part of making sure the health of the birds is good, the management is good, and farmers' knowledge enrichment is going on.
Behind what turns out to be a seamless operation lies extensive planning, precise coordination, and a dedication to excellence, hallmarks of Tunga Nutrition's approach to empowering farmers and ensuring sustainable development.
We do planning of our monthly raw material requirements. These meetings are usually attended by the operations manager. And then we have the sales team. This is represented by anyone from the commercial department, present to us what they are going to sell for the next month. And so that means from that meeting, I am able to generate a procurement plan for all the required raw material within a month. The raw materials will come in, pass through the weigh bridge to confirm that the quantity is right. That is in terms of weight. And then once the truck has weighed, is allowed in. After the truck has entered, we have to coordinate with the quality department to take samples. Of course, we have to wait for some time. Once quality department has given a go-ahead, we call it a green light, that the quality is okay, is as per the parameters given to the supplier. Then we command off-roading. Usually, we don't buy, is not hand to mouth. We don't procure for a day. We procure to cover like at least a minimum of 3 days.
Cutting a balance between your inventory levels and optimizing your space is very key. So as a team, we work in liaison with procurement to be able to manage our inventory levels, okay? So very key for me as a warehouse manager is to be every day monitoring my inventory levels, to be able to communicate that again with the production, that is my internal consumer of these raw materials.
Basically, we produce 10 tons every hour. On a day, we start with a toolbox stock. The whole team, the whole operations team. Operations is made of 3 sections: maintenance, production, and warehouse. And those 3 sections come together in the morning before we start up the day for a toolbox talk on different topics. We have what we call the life-saving rules in our setup, and they help us run. We go through the day in the safety line on the basis, on the backbone of the life-saving rules. So after the safety talk, we spread out in 2 different sections. We work together to drive operations. Warehouse is in charge of material provision for production. Maintenance supports in making sure the plant is ready for production and to serve the purpose it was designed for. Then production makes use of the product supplied to get the feed. Our shift runs from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. This is our day. That's how it runs.
I work hand in hand with quality, I work hand in hand with procurement, production, and also commercial. So when there is a new raw material that we want to try to use, or even the old raw materials that we are currently using, the first thing we do is get a sample and analyze before we even bring a truck of the raw materials here already. And then when I get the specs that are given by the nutritional specs that are given by that particular raw material, I work out with it and see how it's going to affect the quality of the product and the price of the product at the end of the day before we make a decision to even consider bringing it in. If it's giving us a better price and maybe better quality, then we can look at the inclusion levels that we are going to use in the product and be able to make an order of a particular quantity.
At Tunga Nutrition, quality control ensures that every product meets the highest standards for safety and performance. This includes sourcing and testing local raw materials, automated in-process monitoring to ensure consistency, and rigorous product testing to prevent defects. By adhering to global standards and fostering continuous improvement, Tunga Nutrition supports healthier livestock, higher yields, and sustainable farming across Uganda.
We have high technology equipments which we use to analyze the nutrient content of given materials. The analysis for the nutrients, here we use a machine called an NIR. This machine uses near-infrared spectroscopy to do the analysis and to give you readable values. For mycotoxins, we use a machine known as a MycoMaster. This machine uses test strips to give you a readable value of the mycotoxins, and we base on the specifications both as per the company specifications even and national standards, which are 10 parts per billion.
Customer complaints are addressed through root cause analysis, while regular audits and staff training maintain a culture of excellence. The consistent supply of high-quality animal feed concentrates is slowly transforming Uganda's livestock farming. Unlike traditional local substitutes like the ones used previously at Biwoma Mixed Farm, concentrates provide balanced nutrition tailored for optimal livestock performance, leading to improved growth, higher yields, and overall healthier animals and birds.
Before we turned into the use of concentrate, we could use mokene, that is fish, cotton, sunflower, and all these products. Actually, we could not first verify them, like their quality. And then we could feed them to our birds, and then we could have continuous diseases affecting us because of the low products that we could put in. But now with the introduction of the Hendrix, we do only need maize bran, lime. So we just need a few. And actually these few can really be verified that really this is pure to use. This is right to be used. Because with maize, you can see with your own eyes that this maize isn't good and you don't put in. And then with soya, you can also say, I'm not choosing not to use this because it's not good because you can see with your naked eyes. And you have an option that I'm not using this because it will not give me what I want.
With over 200 selling points nationwide, including depots and distribution centers across Uganda's 4 major regions, Tunga Nutrition ensures reliable service for its clients. Beyond providing quality products, Tunga delivers technical expertise, empowering farmers with the knowledge and tools they need for success.
Tunga Nutrition Uganda has made sure that every part of the country has a technical person who is available to provide free technical services to farmers with problems. Wherever you go, you find that our teams are diverse and they're well equipped, both sales-wise and technical. Like we say, Tunga Nutrition is going together. We want to grow as we grow with the farmer, because without the farmer, we cannot survive. So our main focus is the end farmer, and we are focused in achieving our targets together with the farmer.
Beyond production, Tunga Nutrition invests in the local workforce. Through comprehensive training and employment opportunities, the company empowers Ugandans in different ways.
My story is a bit of special because when I joined Tunga, I joined as a technical sales representative. And then I expressed interest in the nutrition side. My supervisors realized that I have a strong attribute with nutrition. And also I forgot to mention, I'm a vet by profession. So that's how I joined the career of nutrition. So when I expressed my interest, my bosses actually developed my career by providing necessary resources for me to better my skills in formulation and also improve my knowledge in animal nutrition. And for me, that's like one of the biggest achievements, because as a vet, I had the background of animal management and disease management. And now I feel like I'm all rounded up with a knowledge of nutrition of the animal as well.
It's an organization that is very employee-centric. So I think the business pushes just to ensure all employees are comfortable, welfare in terms of benefits, ensuring people who've got issues are resolved and supported by the business. So I think the first thing that stood out for me, which I think also gives me comfort in terms of working with the business in the long term.
There is great teamwork at Tunga. There is great focus on the human resource, that we are like a big family. Everyone watches out for the other, and the environment is good. We are focused on helping the farmer. So at the end of the day, everyone is happy at Tunga Nutrition.
You're not limited in terms of knowledge acquisition. So we have a lot of trainings that we do on a daily. You can imagine, as this is my 15th year of working as a procurement manager in different organizations, but this is an organization that I joined for just 1 year and have been able to do more than 8 trainings. I can understand when it comes to production, I know what to do. When it comes to planning, I know where to start from. When it comes to system related, I know what to do. So we are not limited.
There's more room to grow. There's more room to apply your skills and to be able to create a vibrant company that is competitive across the world.
Looking ahead, Tunga Nutrition, together with farmers, is building a sustainable future, one where agriculture thrives, communities grow, and opportunities abound, even across borders.
We are mostly in Uganda for now, but our ambitions are from next year. We're actually moving regional. We've already experimented with some trial exports of our products. We are an animal feeds producing business, and we've been selling concentrates actually in the region. So we have done some trial sales in Tanzania. We've also done some trial sales in Kenya and Rwanda.
Looking at the future, I think there's a lot of potential in terms of the business. One, scaling the customer base, growing those small and big customers. And so for me, I see a big Tunga tomorrow, having grown with those small and big customers, creating opportunities for our business supporters, our business stakeholders, our suppliers, our banking partners, and more importantly, a good working environment for our employees and for our future employees, because we are growing. Going to next year, I think we are looking at doubling our top line and potentially our bottom line. So that means maybe new employees because of the growth of the top line, and bigger and better partnerships with our stakeholders.
Tunga Nutrition, growing together.